Hey, what's up, guys? So, about a month ago or so, I was on Twitter, and I was sharing one of my recent videos, the video I did about hashtag my white privilege, tour of my mansion, and I tweeted out, thanks to hashtag my white privilege, I now own a mansion, blah blah blah. And then this dude here, some random dude, I believe he's a black man, on Twitter, I guess he doesn't like that I'm mocking the notion of white privilege because I think white privilege is a joke. So he tweeted to me, this black man tweeted, hashtag white privilege doesn't give you a mansion. It makes people less likely to assume you are a criminal while wearing a hoodie. Sounds like a reference to Trayvon Martin. So I respond and I tell this black man, blacks commit exponentially higher rates of crime than white people. That's not white privilege. That's whites not being barbarians. The black man responds, here you go. The red pill is meant to make you open your eyes to see the world for what it truly is. That's cute. And I don't really hate this guy. I think he watches my videos. I think he likes some of my videos. But, you gotta speak the basic facts and logic. So I tell him, even if white privilege exists, then the implication is blacks are inferior to whites. Shockingly racist. And he responds, the black man tells me, we're not talking about statistics. We're talking about society's both hidden and open racial prejudice against blacks. And I tell him, buddy, if statistics show blacks have a higher propensity to commit crimes, it's not racist to judge based on that. Black man tells me, first off, you can't judge someone on the color of their skin. Secondly, it's more than just that. Some folks are just racist. I tell the black man, no, you shouldn't judge them based on color, but if there's a correlation between skin and crime, it's just common sense. The black man tells me, common sense to treat them differently? Common sense to jump to assumptions? Common sense to be prejudiced? No, it isn't. And I tell him, generalizations happen. Why don't you go protest big black cock porn or something? There's a racist stereotype. Well, the guy, this was back on like September 24th. He didn't respond back to me after that. And I haven't seen him in my notifications for like 2 months now. I don't know what happened to the guy. He used to pop in and out every now and again. He just disappeared. So I don't really know what to think. What happened to him? Maybe he suddenly realized, wow, maybe as a black man, I'm only getting angry at the stereotypes about black people that I don't like, but I accept the stereotypes about black people that I do like, i.e. that black people are well endowed, that they have giant penises. Now, whether or not black people on average have giant penises, I don't know. I've heard some people say that that's like a myth perpetuated by porn. I did hear that erectile dysfunction is more prominent amongst blacks than other races. This might have to do because they feel insecure when it comes time to have sex because they're trying to live up to unrealistically high expectations based on what the porn perpetuates. I don't fucking know. The point is, you can't just pick and choose what kind of racial stereotypes you're okay with. Here's another one. Black privilege. 76 of NBA players are black. And I put the subcaption, I made this meme. I put the subcaption, how about affirmative action in the NBA? There's no privilege, just hard work. The point is, you can't pick and choose which racial stereotypes you're okay with. All right? When I said that, statistically, blacks commit exponentially higher rates of crime than whites, he had a problem with that. But I don't see him advocating against the racial stereotype that black men have giant penises. Oh, maybe he's just picking and choosing which racial stereotypes he doesn't like because one of them benefits him, i.e., hey, you got a giant cock. That's generally a good thing. I don't think it's ever a bad thing to have a giant penis. But when it comes to the racial stereotype that, statistically speaking, blacks commit exponentially higher rates of crime, that's the only one he's angry about. And that's essentially racism, because if we're going to take this big black cock myth or stereotype, it's essentially saying that there are inherent genetic differences between the races. Now, is that not racism? You can't pick and choose your racial stereotypes. So anyway, I thought that was interesting. You know, this guy, he randomly replied to me on Twitter. just minding my own business, and he started saying that it's wrong. It's wrong to, if you're walking down a dark park at night and an old lady walks by you and you don't look over your shoulder, but if a black man walks by you and you do look over your shoulder, he has a problem with that. He has a problem that I would use common sense to protect myself in a situation like that. Not because I hate black people, because there are some black people who donate to me, donate to support my work. There are some black people who openly love my stuff. I don't have anything as a default against black people, but if you look at statistics, and if you're walking down a park at night, you're more likely to get mugged by a black man than an old lady. Looking over your shoulders and racism, it's just protecting yourself. It's just survival. It's just common sense. So you can't pick and choose your racial stereotypes.
That's not very traditional, and I think that a man should really pay for the first date.
Fuck that. We're splitting the bill.